Hey there YouTube! Welcome back to Vlogmas, where your host missed 2 days because she's tired and lazy. No, but I really did work a lot this weekend. As it's the middle of December, that means that NaNoWriMo is way past done. NaNoWriMo is a month-long writing activity, challenge, thing that a lot of people do, and I did it. You're basically just supposed to write 50,000 words in 1 month, and that month is November. I made a video talking about some of my worries and feelings about before starting NaNoWriMo. So first off, remember when I said this? I'm just gonna have a good time participating in NaNoWriMo, but I'm totally gonna win this year. Yeah, didn't win this year. This is my 3rd year participating in NaNoWriMo, and it is my 3rd year failing. I had a lot of stuff going on in November. It was a really difficult month for me, but I did manage to write 5,000 words. 5,000 words is less than I did last year. I did about 10,000 words last year, but I like my story a lot better this year than I did last year. So here are going to be 5 things I learned from failing NaNoWriMo. Number 1, when it's not working, change it up. I was having a hard time writing my story. It really wasn't flowing out of me. To fix this, I decided to do 2 things. I changed the actual physical way I was writing my story, and I changed the point of view of my story. Initially, I was typing out my story on a Google Doc, and just the words weren't coming very well. So I decided to start handwriting it, which seems like a horrible decision, but it allowed me to write in more places and more often. I could write while I was at work, in my downtime. I'm a very analog person. I don't use digital calendars. I have a physical planner that I use, so I'm very much a person who likes to write things down. Writing the story with pen and paper was actually really helpful for me. I also changed the point of view of my story. I was writing in 3rd person and it just wasn't working, so I changed it to 1st person. You'd be surprised with the amount of YA books that I read. I don't like 1st person. It's what I read most often, but I really don't like it. I don't like being that much in a character's head. But I felt like for me and this particular story, writing it in 1st person, it came a lot more easy. Whether you're writing or doing anything else, if it's not working, then change it up a little bit before abandoning your whole idea. Number 2, big events and big emotions can be inspiration. The US election happened at the very beginning of NaNoWriMo, and I think a lot of people were kind of affected by it and they couldn't write, but I found a big burst of inspiration. I didn't know what to do with myself afterwards because I was feeling really bad, but I wanted to channel that energy some way, and I channeled it into my writing. I took all these strong emotions and extreme sadness that I was feeling, and I channeled it into my novel. I found that I had a huge burst of inspiration and I just wanted to write. I couldn't do anything else and I didn't want to feel sad. I wanted to escape all of these feelings that I was feeling, so I took some of the things that I was feeling and I put it into my writing. And I think I got some really good stuff out of it. Number 3. In life, I'm a planner, but in writing, I'm a pantser. Pantser is a term from NaNoWriMo, and it just basically means somebody who is just writing by the seat of their pants, I think is where it comes from. They're just kind of writing it off the top of their head. They're not writing outlines or character profiles or anything like that. I did do a bunch of character profiles and story building, kind of trying to get a structure together. I like having that little bit of planning there. Really, when I'm writing, I just go. I just deviate from any plan that I've had and I just let the words come out, and I'll put structure into it later. Number 4, if you enjoy what you're writing, the word count or the length doesn't matter. Like I said, this year I only got 5,000 words versus last year when I got 10,000 words, but I liked my story so much better and I connect with my characters more than I did my last story. So I wrote more words, but I didn't like it as much as the small amount of words that I wrote this year. For NaNoWriMo, it doesn't matter if you made your word count or you wrote every day or you just gave up halfway through or you just didn't do as what you planned to do. If you like what you did, then that's all that matters, because that's something you hadn't created before. And number 5, your mental health is the most important thing, and your physical health too. If you're feeling sick, if you're feeling depressed or sad, or you just can't write, don't force yourself to write. Maybe you'll want to write it to get through that, but there are some feelings where you just can't get through it. And that's what I experienced in November. Like I said, it was a very difficult month for me. I had a lot of stuff going on and I just couldn't bring myself to write. I was tired and exhausted and just so sad that I couldn't write, and I decided to make the decision to focus a little bit more on feeling better than pushing through and stressing myself out about writing. So I wrote when I felt like it, and I wrote when there was something there, and I didn't push myself too hard. And I feel like that worked out for me. I only wrote 5,000 words, but I'm really happy with my story that's so far, and I want to continue it, versus last year when I just kind of abandoned it. Maybe I'll go back to it someday. Those are the 5 things that I learned from failing NaNoWriMo. Let me know in the comments if you participated in NaNoWriMo and how you did. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you guys tomorrow with a new Vlogmas. That's all I've got for you guys today. I'm Christy Lou. Till next time, matane!